Hello, Silan. This is Joe Cisco. I thought I would finally follow up with you. I'm sorry I had a pretty busy weekend, but I thought I'd follow up with you now. Um, I think what I want you to embrace here is sort of two different things. Number one is the ability to actually create these live Google Forms and send them out to your students, and then the second piece is the power of Google Forms. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you a link about the second part, but the first part, I'm not really understanding what you're doing here, but clearly, these PDFs on the right-hand side, you have created these in Google Forms. So if I look at this one, for instance, this stuff around here appears to be a Google Form piece. And I think what you've done is you've saved it as a PDF somehow. I'm not really sure even how to do that, but I will go back and take a look at that in a second. But what you're doing is you need to make a form. So when you make your Google Form, you're simply going to creating and sharing is not important, but just create your Google form. So let's say you want to say, and I'm going to call this one question only. So say you were making a one question Google form, and let's say you ask the students, you want to find out their first name. Okay, so you would find out their first name, um, and let's say it defaults to a short answer, and let's say you make this a required question. Great. So here's our form. If you click here, it puts the question that you put there, it puts the title there, it puts the same title there. Great. Here's what you have to do to get this to your students. In the settings tabs, first of all, now I have a private, this is a personal Gmail. Under your Gmail, you might see something that says restrict responses to students in the University of Windsor or something like that. I'm not sure what you have. Make sure that you uncheck all the boxes so anyone in the world can complete your form. That's about all you need to do in the settings tab. The next piece is what you need to send the students is this preview link. So this preview link right here is the link that you'll send out to your students. So you'll notice this looks like a form. This one here is the questions. There's really no ability to fill it out here. But here under the preview link is where the students fill it out. So if they say, my first name is Joe, and they press submit, then you get a response. And I can uncheck that. And now you'll notice there's one response there. When I click on responses, you'll notice my first name is Joe there. Great. If I go back to questions and I click on preview again, that's the link you're going to send to students. So that link right there is the link you're going to send out to your students to do this. Again, I could say my name is Silan this time. So great, and I'll press submit. So I can submit another response. Awesome. So now you'll notice there's two responses, and all that stuff is collected in a spreadsheet. When you click here, you can view the responses this way if you want. You'll notice you can review them by question, you can review them by individual, and I think you get the idea. Another way of looking at the responses is to create a spreadsheet. When you click on the little thing that says spreadsheet, select the response destination, and it'll say create a new spreadsheet, and say create, and all of a sudden there's your answers in a spreadsheet. Great. So job number one, to get the questions out to your students, I'm going to go back into your place here. Here's this form now. You'll notice these are PDFs, the little symbol that says PDFs. This is a different thing. This is a form. So when you click here, you are in the editable form. You never want to send this to the student. This is not what you want the students to see. The only way you would ever want to share this is if you want someone working on the form with you. That doesn't really happen too often. Generally, teachers make these forms themselves. But if you want to send the form to the student, again, click on the preview button. That is the link you'll send out to your students. There is one other way of doing this. If you press the word send, you'll notice that you can send it via an email, which you don't want to do, or you can just send them the link. Right there it says send link. There's the link right there, and it says copy. If you don't think you want to send that, you can actually press shorten the URL. You can send them that link if you want, and that's what you would send the students. You could put that out on Facebook, on Twitter, but if you just copy it, then that's the link you're going to send out to your students. Okay, hopefully that helps. I will also send you some information, Silan, about the power of Google Forms, and I think that's where you also want to embrace that as well. Hopefully this helps. See ya.